It's a well-known fact in the NFL that the Raiders are terrible. And they have been for a very long time. So today in Madden, I'm going to try to fix that. This team is something, might I just say right now. We already have some bright spots. Drafted Genty. Have 2 quarterback options, I guess. Maybe Cam Miller if we get desperate. I don't know. The offensive line, like, the left side isn't, like... The left side, I like Colton Miller, obviously. 87 overall star. Parham's not bad. Powers Johnson's young. He'll probably be pretty good. Meredith and Glaze aren't bad. They have Kappa as a backup. He's fine, I guess. The receiving core is an issue. Besides Myers, like, Trey Tucker's better in real life than he is Madden, but still not great. Kyle Phillips, I don't even know why you're 71. I'm gonna lower him down to 4th string so he can play Jack Besh some more. I did change around development traits a little bit just to make it more realistic. Tight end room obviously good with Bowers. The backups aren't really that great, but it doesn't matter that much. On defense, I did switch this. Madden has the Raiders as a 3-4. I switched it to a 4-3 because that's what they currently have in real life. Because there's 87 defensive tackles. Me and my dad joke about this a lot. They have so many defensive tackles. Like, look at the Raiders roster, depth chart, wherever you want to go. They have so many defensive tackles. I use ESPN to make the rosters because I download them and then I like fix them myself. They have what, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they have 8 defensive tackles, and that's not even including some who aren't in the game. Like some undrafted guys, and just... So they're probably around like 10 or 11 in real life. And yet they're still starting out in Butler. The defensive end duo of Crosby and Kuntz. Kuntz should be a little higher than the 73, probably like a 75, 76. Crosby's obviously one of the best edge rushers in the league. The corners, I'm gonna give Darian Porter star dev before I start simulation. I forgot to do that. Yeah, the corner room, I do change around depth trades for everyone, by the way. It's not just the Raiders. Corner room is not good. Bennett, Stokes. I had hopes for Stokes on the Packers. He just hasn't done much, really, in Green Bay. So I guess maybe he'll be good on the Raiders, possibly. Bennett's, like, I think they're starting one of the starting outside corners and they're starting slot corner at the moment. So I'm guessing something's going to change there before the season. Backup, starting Holmes, Darian Porter, Caillou Kelly. He's not great. We also still have Tyree Wilson here. The linebacker room is not very good either. I guess Landon Roberts isn't bad, but like Tommy Eichenberg, he's a good tackler, but that's about it. Devin White, I don't even know what he's supposed to be good at anymore. He's not supposed to be a 4-3 linebacker, I can say that much, because that would essentially mean he's playing a good amount of coverage, and the last thing we need is Devin White playing coverage. Chris Smith, he's 69, I don't have to say anymore. Strong safety, we have Jeremy Chinner's good, and then we have Lonnie Johnson, who isn't that bad. Special teams, got Carlson and Cole. We're playing a quarterback as our kick and punt returner. Well, I guess he was a quarterback, at least, anyway. But I'm done rambling. This team is definitely interesting. I won't show the preseason cuts because they won't really matter to the simulation. So let's get to the mid-season and just hope this team is... I honestly just hope this team is terrible. We need a good draft pick or something. I don't know what we need, but we need something. Here's what I did with the practice squad and cut downs. I cut Charles Snowden, moved Trey Taylor to the practice squad, cut Christian Wilkerson, signed... moved Jonah Lealo to the practice squad, cut Zach Carter. I needed to edit these two. Collier was like 7 years older than he is in real life for some reason. That's like a glitch. And then Geno Smith's contract was wrong. I accidentally put Milo Dotson on the practice squad, so I re-signed him. And then I fixed his contract too. Tonka Hemingway, moved him to the practice squad. Moved John Joyner to the practice squad. Moved Carter Bradley to the practice squad. Moved Chris Collier to the practice squad. Cut Sam Webb. Moved Amari Burney to the practice squad. Moved Alex Backman to the practice squad. Move Tommy Millott to the practice squad. Move Justin Shorter to the practice squad. Move Damari Gaynor to the practice squad. Move Thomas Harper to the practice squad. And cut Jacob Bobenmoyer. I know he's a starting long snapper, but I don't... What am I gonna do? Well, okay, Shedeur Sanders is apparently good in the preseason, but so is Daniel Jones, so... Alright. Let's get to the midseason. We have made it to the midseason, and we might be the worst record we can be. Sorry for the background noise, my fan is on. It's to, cool off the PlayStation. Yeah, we're 3-4. Ideally, I want to be bad this season, so I don't love that we're 3-4. I don't know what we could possibly be doing to win 3 games if we're just playing like trash teams. Yeah, I think we're the product of a bad schedule. 28th offense. Okay, we do have the 13th defense. I'll say that much. Geno has been terrible. 5 touchdowns, 9 picks. Gentie's not been good either. Mostert's actually been kind of good. Zamir White has sucked. The receiving game's been okay. Kyle Phillips is still getting the ball a lot. The blocking's actually been good. At least for Madden standards. Anyway, been good. Are we at least getting sacks? Yeah, I guess. Not really. Decent amount of interceptions. We just don't look very good. We're probably gonna like win 3 or 4 games the rest of the season. That's not a joke. Why the heck are the Broncos 7-0? Are you kidding me? Really? That's who we got. And the Texans are 2-5. What in the world is going on with Madden? This is something here. The Patriots are 4-3. The Commanders are 3. Madden hates the Commanders. I don't know if it's because they have Jaden as their quarterback or what, but Madden just hates the Commanders. And they love Ray McCloud. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting. Nakobe Dean's on the Jets. That's another person. He never stays on the team he's on the Eagles in real life. He always ends up somewhere else. Every time I do one of these. I don't know if the Eagles hate him or what. Let's see if we can re-sign some people. We have 22 players to renegotiate. Oh my gosh. We're cooked. We're cooked. We even have the special teamers. Well, I'm gonna re-sign some players, hopefully. Got Jacoby Myers back. We got Colton Miller back. Brought back Dylan Parham. Brought back Eric Stokes. We brought back Jordan Meredith. We also brought back Malcolm Kuntz. We also have to re-sign the kicker. I re-signed everyone I wanted to except for AJ Cole. He didn't like my offer. So let's get to the end of the season. We fell off a cliff. That's something there. We went, what, 2-8 to end off the season? You know, we finished 5-12. One of those wins was a 4-point win over the Saints. Oh my gosh, this division. The Chiefs went 14-3, the Broncos went 12-5, and the Chargers went 10-7. Alrighty, that's something. The AFC actually makes sense here. Nothing here that really, like, stands out to me as, like, not making sense. I mean, the Steelers at 5-12 might be a little bad, but they're probably going to start Mason Rudolph, so they'll be around that bad. Geno got better. Still not good, though. 3,362 yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 picks. Genty just didn't do a lot. 943 and 7 touchdowns. For taking someone as high as they took Genty, you'd hope for more out of him. Probably could have done better if he didn't get a combined 7 touchdowns taken away from him by Raheem Mostert, Zamir White, and Dylan Labe. I don't really know. As well as one from Geno. The receiving game just wasn't that great either. Well, I'm just catching everything, I guess. Colton Miller allowed 9 sacks. Classic Madden. He doesn't do that in real life, I can say that much. I see 20 assisted tackles for Max Crosby. 21 for Jeremy Chen, alright. 22 TFLs. Christian Wilkins, calm down, sir. Christian Wilkins might win Defensive Player of the Year. 22 TFLs, 9 sacks, 65 tackles, a deflection. Yeah, nobody could get... What is wrong with this team? I knew it would be bad, but why did Max Crosby only have 4.5 sacks? And who let Devin White get 4 sacks as an outside linebacker on a 4-3 team? I don't know what's going on. Tyree Wilson got a sack at least, I guess. 5 interceptions for Jacorian Bennett. If there's one thing Jacorian Bennett can do, it's get interceptions in Madden, apparently. 2 for Landon Roberts as well. Jacorian had 12 deflections. Alright then. Forced fumble for Holmes and Crosby. 2 recoveries for Crosby. Anybody block a kick this year? No. Safeties? No. Touchdowns? No. And 73 field goal percentage for Daniel Carlson. I'm so happy I re-signed you for you to go 14 of 19. Thank you so much, Daniel. And AJ Cole at 53.6 yards per punt, which was good. We finished with the 29th offense, which I believe is exactly where it was at the mid-season, and 15th defense. So yeah, we have a pretty much bottom of the league offense and a mid-defense. I mean, it's not great. Quick overview of the awards, sorry. Mahomes wins MVP, beating out Matthew Stafford, interestingly. He's better without Cooper Kupp. McVay won Coach of the Year. I guess the Rams just went nuclear. Offensive Player of the Year, Mahomes. Defensive Player... Who the heck let 80-year-old Stephon Gilmore win Defensive Player of the Year? Also, what were the Jags cooking that they had 1 and 2 for Defensive Player of the Year? Because they also had Foyesade Oluokun. Oh, Jency won Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's nice. I'll take that. Saw Shedeur Sanders on the list, too. He was number 3. Tyler Warren. Will Howard was up here, too. Did the Steelers start Will Howard? I guess they did. That or just no one played, so they had to give it to someone. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Travis Hunter. In the NFC... Oh my gosh. Offensive Player of the Year, Puka Nacua. Doesn't surprise me. Defensive Player of the Year, DeMarcus Lawrence. Madden loves themselves some DeMarcus Lawrence. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Matthew Golden, beating out Tedero McMillan in the battle of wide receivers. And then they're also followed up by wide receivers in Emeka Egbuka and Luther Burden. Just all the receivers here. And then Cam Scatabo. Caden Priestcorn was up here. And Jaden Blue. And Kyle Monagai. Bears, for how early you drafted Colson Loveland, he should not be 10th on Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC. Jihad Campbell, of course, wins it for the Eagles in the NFC. Shaven Revel up here. Will Johnson, Lathan Ransom, Azaraku. Interesting. Russell Wilson was up there for best quarterback. All right. The Super Bowl will be Ravens-Lions. That's a classic Madden Super Bowl right there. And... hello? Sometimes it takes forever to sim past the Super Bowl. Ravens win 24-14 over the Lions. Who got Super Bowl MVP? I mean, that's retirements. Super Bowl MVP is most of the time like a linebacker or something weird. No, Lamar gets it. Okay. Madden's weird with Super Bowl MVP. Retirements. Do we lose anybody? No. Okay, let's see who we have to pay ahead of next season. We brought back old man Landon Roberts on a 1 year. I accidentally clicked through it, but I did bring back Lekai Fo too for just to make sure we had another guy to start at defensive tackle. And then I have to bring back AJ Cole. Raheem Mostert's a 67. Well, good thing the Raiders only had him on a 1 year. I am not bringing him back for another season at 67. I tried to re-sign Matthew Butler. Ended up not getting him, which is fine because I got Fo 2 instead. Okay, so this offseason, we're losing a lot of depth, but nobody that's that important. Darnay Holmes, Amir White, I wanted him back to be the backup running back. Him or McCormick, neither of them wanted to come back, which is fine. Kyle Phillips, we don't really need him that much. Devin White, I'm planning on replacing him. Caillou Blue Kelly, he's decent, but he's far down on the depth chart. Aiden O'Connell will accept his option, which I don't think he has yet. I don't think he has one at all because he was a 6th rounder, but whatever. Thayer Munford, we don't really need him back. We could use him for depth, really, but we'll probably just sign undrafted guys to be depth if we need it that badly. Andre Carter, don't need him back that badly. Brandon Smith is like the third string. Matthew Butler, I tried to get him back. He didn't want to come back, which is fine. Lonnie Johnson's already regressing. We can find a better backup. And then Raheem Mostert is 34 years old and a 67 overall running back. So, yeah, I don't think we really need him. Let's see if we can sign somebody. I wanted to free up a bit of cap space, so I said pull him out of the Browns for a 6. The camera's not in focus right now. Not in focus now. Not really, I don't know. There's also, I'm by a window, so that doesn't exactly help anything. Probably have to close the window or something. But yeah, we got a 6th and freed up some cap space, so that's nice. We have just enough money to sign my favorite free agent in this class, judging by team need. And we get Quay Walker to be our new right linebacker, replacing Devin White. It's a good signing. He's 80 overall and 26-year-old star dev. So that's all I'm going to do in free agency. Let's get to the draft. We have the 6th pick in the first round, and I'm going wide receiver. We're taking Terrell McLeod, a deep threat out of Georgia. Ranked 10th in the class. Looks pretty good, especially based off his physical ratings. Doesn't have a good medium route, but other than that, it looks at least decent. Ranked number 3. Alright. Normal development. Okay, I mean, if he's ranked number 3, I can live with normal development. Second round, we're taking Chris Telfer, a free safety. So before the first season, we needed a free safety. Yeah, he kind of sucks. Ranked 63, normal development. Now that is a classic draft pick that I would have there. I don't know if this guy's actually good, but in the third round, we're taking Sean Wiggins. We just need to take a corner at some point. Corner isn't like our biggest need, but I feel like we need somebody. There we go, number 93 ranked, hidden dev. Not my worst pick ever. I'm going to show who I take with my other third round pick, and then I'll finish off the draft and show you who I take in the later rounds. With my other third round pick, I'm taking D'Angelo Culliver. We don't really need a center, but we do need a backup. So, this guy can back up Powers Johnson. Ranked number 70, hidden dev. Actually a good pick for once. Alright, I'm going to finish off this draft, and then you can see who I took in rounds 4 to 7. Here's who we got in the draft. Terrell McLeod, he looks like a day 1 starter. 78 overall, right out of the draft. He's good enough to start immediately. Chris Telfer, he's also good enough to start immediately on our team. Sean Wiggins, he'll be a backup for a little bit, but he's a 70, which isn't bad. This D'Angelo Culliver center, actually not bad. I got us a backup left tackle. I mostly took him because his name is Hambrick, rather than what his actual grades looked like. Doss, he's going to be our backup left end. Williams, he'll be our backup left linebacker. I thought I might as well take a flyer on the only remaining quarterback who was projected to be drafted, because maybe he can have a chance to be good. He is normal dev though, so probably not. He does start as a 67, which isn't terrible. Connor Pryor is 62 overall running back. He's not even going to make the team. Best player in this draft. Well, at least I didn't pick either of these guys. Well, it's actually, they gave us number 3 for McLeod, but it's actually pretty much tied for number 1 with Caleb Bone. So I'm assuming he's number 3, but there's like a kicker or punter when undrafted. Also, that quarterback I took was normal dev. I might just trade him possibly, because I don't have any use for like a third string quarterback. I might as well just get a pick for him. Before the season, I am going to sign Dylan Sampson, who got cut last year. He'll probably be our backup running back for this season. Might have found a cornerback of the future. Victor Willis, 68 overall, star development, undrafted at North Dakota State. This guy could actually be really good for us. We're going to try out Chris Donnell as well, 65 overall star, undrafted at Army. He is already 23, but take a quick flyer on him. Here's what the team looks like this year. It's not amazing, but it's definitely a little bit better than it was last year. Gino's down to a 74. Genty is superstar. I do like the signing of Sampson. I feel like he can be pretty helpful as our backup running back. Linebackers still not great, but they're definitely better with Quay Walker being there. It's helpful for starting. I'm going to move Wiggins over Decamarion Richardson so he can get some playing time. Doss. Imagine having a 94 overall X-Factor edge rusher and then having him be backed up by a 67 overall hidden dev edge rusher. There's special teamers. Alright, let's get to the mid-season and see how we're doing. At the mid-season, we are 4-3. Honestly, I thought we would be more like 2-5, so... I guess... I don't know, am I okay with 4-3? Because on one hand, that's like... not bad and probably like maybe playoff caliber, but like at the same time also we need a draft pick because this team sucks, or at least on paper it sucks. I mean we're 4-3. We can't say we suck, but like our roster isn't elite really. So let's see what we have to read. Sorry. Let's see what we have to re-sign at the mid-season here. We brought back Jacorian Bennett. We bring back Jeremy Chin. We'll also lock up Dylan Sampson to be our backup running back for the future. I need to free up some cap space, so I'm looking to trade Aiden O'Connell. Why are the Steelers starting Shane Buechele? Is Will Howard that bad? Is Tyler Huntley that bad? Why is Shane Buechele starting? I don't know. In Madden, he's like already like somewhat older. He's like 25 maybe at the start of the simulation. He's like a 60 or something. Why is he starting for the Steelers? And how did he get to a 71? I don't know. The biggest question I would say is how did he become the starter in the first place? We made a salary dump trade. We sent Aiden O'Connell and Adam Butler to the Panthers for a 4th round pick. The big thing is here, we just needed to free up cap space, and we did just that, so... And we also might have ruined the Panthers' future, because they're going to be paying a lot of money to Aiden O'Connell for him to back up Bryce Young, but that's the Panthers' problem and not mine. We re-signed Michael Mayer to back up Brock Bowers. So here are the players who still need to be paid after I did my mid-season re-signings. Victor Willis will probably bring him back as long as he keeps the start of. DJ Glaze, we need to free up more money, so let's hope for that. Trey Tucker, if we have enough money, I'll do it. If not, I guess he can just leave. Thornton, I don't think I'm going to bring him back. He's a 71 normal. And the rest of these guys here are mostly just backups and such. Aside from Landon Roberts, but I'll probably just draft a replacement for him. I don't know why we have, like, no money. Alright, let's get to the end of the year. Well, this is unfortunate. We went 10-7 somehow. We missed the playoffs as the 8th seed. Thank you very much, Patriots, Ravens, and Jets. Oh boy. Well, we're doomed. That's all I can say. We're doomed. Our only hope was to win this season. Now we have to probably go full rebuild. Let's get to the offseason, I guess. The Super Bowl just wrapped up. Bills win 38-28 over the Eagles. Josh Allen, Super Bowl MVP. We are doomed. We have $1.79 million, and we still have at least 1 or 2 players to pay this offseason. And nobody retired. I really would have wanted Geno Smith to retire. Be nice to not have to pay him next year, because I'm probably gonna replace him anyway. Let's see what we have to pay this offseason. So we only have $1.8 million. There's not a lot I can do. We will be losing Victor Willis, our undrafted corner that we signed. DJ Glaze, our starting right tackle. Our 3rd wide receiver, Trey Tucker. Dante Thornton, JJ Pegas, Tyree Wilson, Christopher Smith. I want Cody Lindenberg back a little bit because Landon Roberts is the same overall as him at the moment. I just checked to see how the regression was, and he fell down 4 overall. So they're both at 68. It would be kind of nice to keep them, but we can't. I do have a plan for how to get like 1 or 2 players back and maybe even sign another guy. But we're going to have to wait to do that. Colin Johnson, Ian Thomas, Alex Kappa, Landon Roberts. As mentioned earlier with Roberts. So not anybody like insane that we're losing, but so I want to keep like DJ Glaze at least. Now here is my plan. We had to get rid of him at some point. Geno Smith has gone back to the division he was in before. We send him to the Rams for a 6th round pick. I didn't want to ask for too much for Geno because he's making a lot of money this year. However, the Rams don't even have a quarterback on roster right now, so Geno might actually be their starter. So now let's see if we can sign 1 or 2 players here. Another salary dump. We send Like Fotu to the Colts for another 6th round pick. You're gonna think I'm insane. I'm signing Baker Mayfield, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm giving him a 1-year team friendly because that's like the only way we can afford him, and even then we only have $60K to spare. So yeah, I'm not getting DJ Glaze back, which means we won't have a good right tackle. He was a right tackle, right? Yeah. We won't have a good right tackle or right guard this season, unless I find somebody good in the draft. Not only that, but we also don't have a middle linebacker on the roster. But I don't really want to go full 8 years developing a guy. So we're gonna take a chance here on Baker Mayfield. It's a 1-year deal. If it doesn't work out, we can just sign someone next year. I originally was just gonna sign people to help a quarterback for us to draft. However, I mean he's an 80 overall quarterback. I think we got him. Yep, there we go. We got Baker Mayfield on the Raiders. Here we go. My draft strategy is, I know we don't even have that high of a pick. I'm planning on trading back because we need a right guard. Well, we don't really need a right guard. We can move on to the left guards. We need a right tackle and a middle linebacker, as well as probably a wide receiver, and I guess maybe a corner still. So yeah, trade back might be a possibility. We have pick 18. All right. I'm gonna scout the draft board. I forgot to show what I did, but I moved back 10 picks with the Lions and picked up a 2nd. So we now have 2 seconds, which is definitely helpful because I don't even know if I want anybody just yet. We'll see if we want to take anyone with pick 28. We will make a selection at pick 28. I'm taking Nigel Preston, a right tackle. Only 21 years old. He looks pretty good. Hopefully he is. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry that you have to watch this. I can't draft. On to the 2nd round. I've been gone for like 10 minutes. I got my fantasy football trophy from like 3 months ago. I can't even fit it all into frame. This thing is gigantic. Put it down. I know it was like a quick break from the video, but let me find something to compare it to real quick. Here's what it looks like next to a Prism Blaster box. I have no words. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to keep it in my closet because look at this thing. What am I supposed to do with this? It's huge. I know this is random. I took a break and I wanted to show why. So there you go. There's that. Okay, sorry about the random intermission. Continuing with the draft now. I have to going either. Okay, well there's a wide receiver who fell, so we might have to think about him. Either wide receiver or middle linebacker. I'm gonna see who's here. Probably go wide receiver because the middle linebackers aren't set to go to like pick 66 or something like that. So let's see. There's a wide receiver I like, but he's not supposed to go for a little bit yet. So with this pick, we're taking Matt Dalton, a middle linebacker. A lot of A's and B's here. Well, not a lot of A's, but like a lot of B's. Number 30, okay. Hidden Dev, alright, my drafting is back. Kind of. Because I drafted a late 1st round talent midway through the 2nd round. It's great. It's still a little early to take this guy, but I want to take him now just so we don't lose him. Johnny Crompton, 6'5", 221 physical receiver. Not the fastest in the world. There's a chance he sucks, but I hope that's not the case. Okay, he doesn't suck. He's ranked number 86 in Dev. Not terrible. This is what I'm going to show, and now I'm just going to draft a bunch of backups and show you at the end. I'm sorry, I just have to show this. my third round pick, I was just gonna take a third string tight end. I was like, oh well, blocking tight ends are usually broken. I might as well take one. This guy's ranked number 34. He's a hidden dev, and he's so good. His picture isn't at all what he regularly looks like. Draft blocking tight ends. Also, he's only 21. Who did I just find? This was actually kind of a good draft. We got a 72 right tackle, 74 middle linebacker, 71 wide receiver, 74 tight end. This guy's like... How do I get a first round? I just can't get a first round. I struggle to get a first round talent in the first round, and I get one in the third. Midway through the third, nonetheless. 65 left guard. Yeah, I drafted him to be a backup. Backup middle linebacker. He is a 69 overall, at least. Backup defensive tackle. Well, not even backup. He'll be like the backup's backup. Still. Six string, maybe 7th string receiver. I don't even know if he's going to make the team. I had to. I'm sorry. I know he's only a 68 overall. He's not good. His name was Max Money. I had to take him. And then I actually got a good kicker. 74 overall. His fullback isn't great. Eddie Perkins is just so when Daniel Carlson retires, we have somebody to play there. Max Money, I pretty much just draft him because his name is funny, which rhymes. And Lance Redmond, he'll be our fullback because we don't have one. Usually I show the roster before I do cut downs, but I already did. Doesn't really matter. Here's what the depth chart looks like. It's not great. We don't really have anybody for Baker to throw to besides Bowers. We throw to McLeod and Jacoby Myers, which we'll see how that goes. He does have Jenty though, so I guess it's fine. I don't know if his team is really going to be great. I hope they are. Because I don't know what we're going to do at quarterback after we lose Mayfield. But well, I guess we can hope. I don't know. Let's get to the mid-season. At the mid-season, we are 5-2. I'll take that. We're only 1 overall higher than the Dolphins, and they're 2-5. We're at the top of the division right now. The Chiefs are like decent. The Chargers are below average, and the Broncos just aren't very good. We are still better than the AFC South. I don't know what they got going on there. AFC South just always sucks, I guess. I don't know. Let's get to the end of the season and see if we can make the playoffs again. We have a lot of players to re-sign at the midseason. First, I gotta pay Brock Bowers. Since we've been good, I will bring back Baker Mayfield for another season. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the camera there. We'll bring back Dylan Parham. We'll re-sign Eric Stokes. We were denied, by the way, by Jackson Powers Johnson. We bring back Tommy Eichenberg. We also bring back Jordan Meredith. We bring back Malcolm Kuntz. We brought back both our kicker and our punter as well. So now it's time to get to the end of the season. We made the playoffs at 12-5. We're playing the Texans first. We had 3 more wins than the Texans. We're 2 overalls. What is wrong with Madden? The Chiefs still won the division at 14-3. Chargers and Broncos weren't that great. I don't really know what happened. It was a classic Madden what happened season. We had the 24th offense and 18th defense. That looks like a playoff team to me. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. We look like we would suck. Baker Mayfield wasn't that bad. Didn't have a lot of yards, though. Genty was great. Sampson was great. Mayfield ran a little bit. Actually, didn't look at Sampson's yards per carry, but still 11 touchdowns, I'll take it. We'll be paying power back. Receiving game wasn't bad, just needed more yards. Preston allowed some sacks, but he is a rookie, so it's fine. A lot of tackles for Matt Dalton. A lot of TFOs for Lealu, Crosby, and Dalton. 12 sacks for Christian Wilkins. How do you have 12 sacks but only 9 TFLs? That doesn't... Whatever. 6 interceptions for Bennett, 5 for Corey Walker, 4 for Jimmy Chin. Defense looks better than what it has it listed as, I'll say that much. And we beat the Texans 31-27. I don't know what I did, but I made a good team, I guess. Can we beat the Bengals in the divisional? I hope so. They just beat the Bills, apparently. And we win by 2 touchdowns, nonetheless. Voice crack. And now we play the 8-9, 87 overall Jets. What is Madden? I don't know. We had 3 rushing touchdowns. 1 from Genty, 2 from Dylan Sampson. Okay, Rashad Bateman with 93 yards. I don't know exactly what we did, but we won. I guess running the ball, but still. Worked well. Can we beat the Jets and move on to the Super Bowl? They're 8-9. If you know anything about Madden, 8-9 teams and 9-8 teams are invincible. Usually. What is going on in the NFC? 9-8 versus 9-8. Wow. We beat them 24-16. Wow. I don't even understand this. We made the Super Bowl. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know how. Sure. Why not? Playing the Rams. Who are 9-8, because of course they are. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. This is just foul. I don't know what that is. We're gonna watch Super Bowl versus the Rams. She was led by Puka Nacua, Jared Verse, and Frank Ragnow. I forgot to record it, but the quarterback is Justin Fields. And you know who we did trade them during the offseason? Yeah, this is where we dumped Geno Smith's cap space. And now we're playing them in the Super Bowl. Who got the better end of the Geno Smith trade? Or does it not even matter at all? We'll see. This would be a quick end of the rebuild if we can get it done. Rams score quickly. 7-7, 14-7, 21-7. I don't like this. 21-21. I might jump in if it's close enough. Oh boy. We're gonna watch. If we get the ball, when we get the ball back, I'll play on offense. It's on all pro difficulty, which is what I usually play on. And oh my gosh, where are you throwing it, Justin Fields? I'm assuming that's Justin Fields. That says Cam Miller. Huh? Cam Miller was like our third string. Did Fields get hurt? I don't have injuries on. I don't know. Either way, Cam Miller's in the game. I saw it at first and was thinking that we had Cam Miller in for some reason because he was on our team last year. I don't know what's going on. They have an X Factor running back. Or no, it's just Puka Nacua. Never mind. And overthrown. Are they punting? From the 17-yard... Madden? What? Do we just get the ball back for free? Oh my gosh. What is wrong with Madden? They punted it from the 17-yard line! In a tie game with 1:51 left in the Super Bowl! I'm gonna go get my camera stand so I can play. Okay, camera's a bit wonky. Don't really know how to fix it. There we go. That's good enough. Oh, it's shaking. Alright, we're gonna try to win this. Honestly, as long as... Don't throw it in here. There we go. Baker to Bowers. Baker, Brock Bowers. I don't understand. That's like, Madden just gave us the win. Maybe not the win, but like, at least didn't let us lose. Not yet. Like, oh, well, we have an overtime finish planned, so just wait on the field goal. We'll give it to you in overtime. Like, Genty! What is wrong with Ashton Genty? How did he drop that? I'm trying to fix the camera because it's still tilted. I don't know who the heck their punt returner is. Whittington? No. Okay, I don't know. They seriously have... Yeah, they have Cam Miller in. Did I, like, read it wrong? Is he not the starter? Is Cam Miller the starter? I don't know. What I do know is I can't play defense, so we're about to give up 6 in a few minutes. We're not really 7, but still. Get him, Max. Get him. Okay, I'll take that too. A sack is a sack. That sounds so wrong. Please nobody put that in out of context. Alright. Former Raider Cam Miller. And hits him in the ankle. Joshua Carty is their kicker. The poor guy wasn't allowed to kick earlier, and they pulled out the punter from the 17-yard line! I don't think I'll ever get over that. If you want to know if you should buy a newer Madden, like if you're somebody who's okay with the older Maddens, just look at that clip whenever you think about buying. I'm sorry. I like Madden usually. I am a football fan. I play Madden a good amount. I've played more NBA 2K this year probably, but I still play a lot of Madden. It's just, I don't know what that was. I really don't. I usually just do rebuilds. I don't jump in a lot, aside from like the Super Bowl pretty much. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Maybe like punting for the 36 or something like that. But punting from that close... Okay, we're going Bowers. Where are you throwing, Baker Mayfield? I know you're 32 at this point in the simulation, but what the heck was that? We're going with the good old smash play. That also sounds wrong, but we'll just ignore it. Bowers. I don't know what to do. We're going deep. I don't even have a plan really. We're just chucking it up there and hoping somebody grabs it. Do we go Bowers? Do we go Besh? I don't know. Do we run away and throw it to Ashton Genty? Alright, 4th down. I'm gonna have to punt it again. AJ Cole just kick an absolute bomb. Kick it out of the stadium. Or do that. That works too. Might be Xavier Smith as the punt returner. We have 1 second left. If Cam Miller pulls this off, I might not ever post a video again. Okay, Maxwell Crosby's got him. Yes, I called him Maxwell. I felt like it for some reason. We got him. We're going to overtime. I'm still going to play because I feel like it. Wait, is 15-minute overtime? Never mind. We'll go to the end of the quarter. Or into the extra quarter, whatever. Well, no, I guess I'll still play it because it's like... It's not going to be that long, most likely. We're taking the ball. Go down the field and score immediately. Actually, 15-15. That doesn't even make sense, but whatever. How long is overtime in real life? I don't remember. Is it like 10 or 12 or something like that? The only reason I have it on 15-minute quarters is for when I jump in and watch. Just because sometimes the stats are a little messed up if you do that with 6-minute quarters, which is what the default is. And also what I usually play on. Nice pass to Bowers, gaining 6. Let's go hurry up, because why not? Oh, he's going. Will Myers. And then Hurdle. 1st and 10. All in the 36. Give it to Genty. Or not. He gets 1 yard. Hurry up, hurry up. Gonna play action. Go, Baker, go! I always slide too late and take the hit anyway. Let's try out the fullback. It is why we drafted you, Redmond. He got it. And that's why you draft a fullback. For a 3rd and 1 in the Super Bowl, when you're tied with Cam Miller in overtime. Well, tied against Cam Miller, I guess. I don't know how to word that, but you know what I mean. Seriously, what did they? I don't. I'm trying to think of what exactly happened to Justin Fields. Is he just not starting? Oh, we're running around the whole field here. I mean, we got the first down, so it works. We tired out everybody on the team, including the people on the sidelines. But it's fine. We're on the 11-yard line anyway. There we go, 3 yards for Genzi. I'm going to call pass and then audible to a run. Just confuse the computer, I guess. I don't know. 3rd and 5. Alright. We're going Y stick. However, I'm going to manually have Genzi go on an in route. That's picked. Oh my gosh! That's a pick 6. No, it's not. Brock Bowers, thank you. Somebody, one of the offensive linemen strove and said, Omar Spates with a Super Bowl saving interception. Maybe not Super Bowl saving, but like still. Omar Spates with a clutch Super Bowl overtime. Somebody get him down! Why does Cam Miller have 451 passing yards? His tight end is Kate Otten. Nothing against Kate Otten, but still. It's Kate Otten. And there he goes. I can't play defense to save my life. If you want to watch bad Madden gameplay today, here you go. Tight end in motion is Otten. And they're going to throw it to Otten. And he's going to get tackled by 2 people. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Somebody get Kyron Williams. Somebody get Kyron Williams. Thank you very much, whoever you are. I don't remember who 47 is, I gotta be honest. Fun fact about Kyron Williams, I pulled a blue prism of his from a blaster, and there's one on eBay. Last time I checked, it was like $150. So, that was fun. The video of that is on the channel, actually. I didn't remember what it was. Oh my gosh, try not to die! Try not to die challenge. Level impossible. What in the world? What the heck was that? He put his hand in the spot there. What is going on in this game? This might go to double overtime at this rate. Come on, Genzi. He got like 4 yards. And gosh dang, Omar Spates with the tackle. Somebody block Omar Spates. I don't care how you do it, just do it. Just get that out. I don't know. We're gonna have to punt it. We're gonna have to punt it again. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster of an overtime. I can't continue the rebuild any longer after this. We at least made the Super Bowl. But this is... I know nobody wants... If anybody's even still watching, I know you don't want to watch my Madden gameplay any longer than this. Whether it's rebuilding or actually playing the like actual game, I know you don't want to watch anymore. Max Crosby just completely missed. The only person who I see play worse than this in person is my dad. He has some games. He played online once and gave up like 75 points. It was online franchise mode, but still. Oh, he dropped it. Alright. 3rd and 10. Kyron is tired. Cam Miller shouldn't be a starter. Here we go. And he dropped it again! 4th and 10. The most boring overtime in Super Bowl history. And it's one of the only ones in Super Bowl history. Another far punt. We have to get it around the 28 here, it looks like. We're gonna get it to 30. Sure. I'll take an extra, like, 2 yards. Come on, Baker. We signed you to a cheap contract in free agency, now you're gonna win us the Super Bowl. There we go. Touchdown, touchdown. Nope. Not bad, though he gets it to the 43. And keep in mind, the Rams could have won this a long time ago if they didn't punt it from the 17-yard line. I'm gonna bring that up for years. and keep coughing. I know it's just like a random little glitch in the game, but that's bad. That's bad. Can't even program the CPU to kick a field goal in a tie game with a minute left in the Super Bowl. Well, they're on the 17. Not only that, but it's not like it's a 4th and 1 or 4th and inches or something like that. I think it was like a 4th and goal from there or something like that. Either way, this has just been a game. For good or for bad reasons. And Genty's not getting anywhere. 3rd and 7. I don't know what's called. We're going outs. What do they have to on the left? Why does Baker look like he's about to fall over? That's picked. No, it's not. Good down! Thank you very much, Jacoby Myers. Didn't want to see any fumbling here. He's got to throw it in from the 8. Genty drops it! He dropped it! Okay, we're kicking the field goal. Timeout Rams, I'm shocked. But I've been playing them all along. I'm still gonna go for the touchdown. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what I mean. For the touchdown. It was just to make them waste a timeout. It hit him in the leg. It hit him in the leg. It hit him in the leg. So now we line up for a field goal and let them call a timeout again. Thank you very much, LA. And now we try to throw it in again. Oh, does he have it? He's down on the 1. 18-yard field goal attempt. Timeout Rams. They're out of timeouts. This is a field goal from the 1-yard line for Daniel Carlson to win the Super Bowl. In overtime, he drills it. 31-28 down the middle. And we have won the Raiders the Super Bowl. With Baker Mayfield as their quarterback and the Rams starting Cam Miller. What a simulation. What a weird game. Finally. Who let Cam Miller throw 55 4 touchdowns? I know he did 3 picks, but still. Looks like Fields didn't even play, so I guess he died. I don't know. But that's the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe. Goodbye.